Hey guys, welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we're back in another modded video. And this is because we're going to be showcasing a new mod. Well, it's not really new. We have released the MO Villagers mod for Minecraft Forge for about 3 updates now. Well, to celebrate almost reaching 400,000 downloads, I have made a fabric port, as that is the most requested thing that people have wanted. Now this fabric port does have some features missing. I currently plan to release it for 119 and 120 versions, so that will be coming hopefully, if everything goes to plan, today, but if not, it'll be probably tomorrow. So let's quickly just cover what this mod does if you are not aware, and then we'll cover a bit more about the release and stuff like that. So I'm showcasing the 119 version just because that one is basically completed with no bugs. It adds some new villager professions to the game. The first one is the Lumberjack, and this basically just trades a lot of items related to wood. So if I quickly just grab some emeralds and then trade for the logs, as you can see, if we level this guy up, it trades the first ever slot will be either a random trade for logs or a random trade to input logs for emeralds. And then the second trade is signs, slabs or stairs. The trade after that is boats, chest boats, also trapdoors and fence gates. And then the final trade, I believe, is doors and trapdoors. If we quickly just actually level this guy up, okay, there is actually a bug with the XP being very small, so that will be fixed. So there we go, we have leveled the Lumberjack up one more stage, and it now sells boats and fence gates. And once again, the items it has in this slot can be completely random. If we quickly just get another one to be a Lumberjack, as you can see, the trades now do give us 6 for an emerald. And the reason it's 6 is so you can't trade in a, sort of a loop fashioned. Otherwise, if this was 4, you could give it an emerald for 4 and then give it 4 for an emerald. Although you wouldn't be duplicating, it would be kind of pointless. So there's 2 extra logs for the emerald. And the actual workstation for this villager is the crafting table. Now, the reason all the workstations are vanilla blocks is because this mod only adds villager professions. We try to add as many as possible without adding any new blocks or items to the game. I just want to interrupt the video to say that if you have any feedback or suggestions for this mod, then leave them in the comments or join my Discord and leave them in the suggestions forum. Also, while you're down there leaving a comment, leave a like and subscribe, as it does really help out. So the next one is the actual furnace, which gives us the miner villager. And this one will give you basically stone-based blocks. As you can see, it gives us granite and andesite. This is randomized from a few different stones. If this one picks it up, as you can see, this time we got stone and gravel. And then as you can see, stage 2 of the miner actually gives you some ores. So this time we've got iron and gold. These ores could be any stone ores. Stage 3 of the actual miner, if we quickly just level it up, as you can see, is even more ores. We got double iron, which means that obviously this villager might be a bit pointless. And then the final stage is random items from caves. I might actually change it so stage 3 and 4 are the same, where they're random items rather than 2 being ores. But these are basically just anything you can find in cave, dripstone, glowberries, anything to do with lush caves, amethyst, deep dark. Anything you can find underground is what you can find from these version of the trades. Its 5th and final will be 2 random deep slate ores. So it's a way you can just basically get ores without having to go exploring for them. The third trade is the Nether trader, and if I quickly just spawn this one in, the actual workstation is the respawn anchor. And this one trades basically Nether themed items. Anything you can find within the Nether will be within these trades. Now the really good items comes from when you max it out. So if we quickly just trade with it a little bit, the items are slowly getting better the higher you trade it up. These items do have possible different trades, so it could be anything randomized from these. But if we quickly just trade this so it is max level, you'll see that the 5th and final trade will be the really good thing, which it can be respawn anchors, it can be lodestones, it can also be pigstep music discs. So these basically just trade anything Nether themed. If we spawn another one in, it could be 2 Nether things, and as you can see, it's weeping vines and Nether sprouts again. The 4th villager that we are going to showcase is the Florist. The Florist workstation is the flower pot, and let's quickly just spawn one in because he didn't actually detect that. He went and got a crafting table, I believe. What are they walking around for? Yep, there we go. He's gone to the actual crafting, the flower pot. And this basically just trades any flowers, anything that basically is vegetation. The first trade, as you can see, is 1 emerald for 4 tulips, or you can also give it 6 leaves for an emerald. And these actual trades, if I quickly just re-roll the trades a second, here we go, we now have him coming back. As you can see, this time we got 6 leaves for an emerald, or 1 emerald for 4 leaves. So the trades are pretty random for the Florist, and if we level it up, you'll see that the next trade, we actually got double birch leaves and also 4 allium. So here we go, we have leveled this one up to the 3rd stage. It now starts to give a bit more rarer items, things like beetroot, lily of the valley. But once again, the best of these trades come in when it is level 5. So I've now actually fixed all the XP values, so if I quickly just place down another Florist right here, so I can show the final trades, and that one is picking it up. I don't know why you're following me. This is roughly what a Florist looks like. The trades are a bit random. It's mainly leaves, flowers. You can also get things like vines, potatoes. But the actual final trades are where the good things come in, where you can get kelp, bamboo, cactus, ferns, grass, also mushrooms and mushroom blocks. But the Florist is basically just a bit random, just selling items that you might have to go explore in certain biomes for. And then the final one is the actual Redstone trader, which this workstation is the target block. They sell 2 things. The first trade, as you can see, we've got redstone for an emerald, but that can be inverted, so it's actually a emerald for redstone. We have also got a tripwire hooks, so let's quickly just buy some of them, and let's also give it some emeralds or some redstone for an emerald, so we can trade it up, because once again, just like the others, the better trades come in at the higher level. So if we try and level this guy up quite a bit, let's also empty our inventory because we have a load of random junk in there. We are now stage 3 and we're starting to get things like honey blocks and also redstone lamps. If we level it up, I think stage 4 is where you can start to get like hoppers, observers, repeaters. And stage 5 is where you get the rarer things. I think sculk sensors, yeah, pistons, observers. Okay, pistons, observers are actually the final stage. And that is basically what this mod adds. Now, the 1.20 version does add a new trader that sells the actual armor trims and the pottery shards. But obviously, because I'm showcasing this in 1.19, that isn't currently a thing. I will link a video in the description showcasing that trader if you do want to know what that trader's like. But a bit more about these. Once again, none of them will spawn naturally within the fabric version. You have to actually craft the block and place it down near them to obtain them. This might change in the future, but currently there are no new houses that have been added. One of the final things to mention about this update is we do plan to release another update to celebrate 400,000 downloads in the coming weeks, hopefully next week, and that should add some new actual villager professions. I just wanted to get the fabric version out as soon as possible, just because obviously the fabric version is something a lot of people have wanted, and I've been working on it for quite some time now to make it into something that is close to the forge version. Now, trades and all stuff like that are not exact because they did have to be rewritten for the fabric version due to they use different ways of writing villager trades. Fabric and forge all have the same trades, the only difference is maybe pricing and the amount of items you get per trade. The download will be linked in the description. The actual fabric one will be on a whole different page from the forge one just to keep them separate, so if bugs appear then the bugs are tracked separately and stuff like that. But it will be linked in the description, both the forge and the fabric versions. Once again, if you did enjoy, do leave a like and subscribe. I might make a video on the next update where we add some new villager professions, but I'm not too sure, so subscribe just in case I do and you don't miss it. But anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.